Welcome to another episode of the Online Prosperity Experience podcast. You're about to hear your host, Prosper Taravinga's powerful digital marketing strategies and actionable tactics that you can use right now. Prosper has helped more than 50,000 people from over 10 countries to create meaningful businesses that are profitable and enjoyable. Listen to this podcast so that you too can build your own business with less stress and overwhelm. Let's get started.
How to break out of your marketing rut. I mean, I can understand as a coach or consultant, all you ever do is be out there in the marketplace or on social media trying to sell your products or get people to buy from you. And let me tell you something, a lot of people come back to me now saying, you know what, Prosper, I've been doing all this marketing and nothing seems to be working. I'm stuck. I've been trying social media marketing. I've been trying TikTok. I've been trying Facebook. I've been trying LinkedIn. I've been trying just about everything for a year now, and it doesn't feel like I'm actually getting any results. Or they come to me and say, I feel like there's so many options and I can't be doing everything and I'm getting in my own way, just trying to decide one thing that I should be doing. Do you think I should be doing more video? Do you think I should be on a podcast like yourself? What should I be doing to actually get results? And then you have other people coming to me saying, I'm out of ideas. I'm putting together all these social media. I'm putting together all these blog posts. I'm putting together all these podcasts. I know who my target market is. I know where they live. I know everything to do with digital marketing. Why am I not getting results? I'm running out of creativity. And Prosper, why are you yelling on this podcast? They also ask me that. A lot of people are out of ideas. A lot of people trying to get everything all done all at once. And I'm here to say, you don't need to sacrifice your income to do what you love. You literally can have both. You literally can have peace of mind. You literally can have a business that's profitable and enjoyable. And if you follow a simple system where you literally go out and engage your audience, educate them, provide them with value, inspire them to want more, be more, and have more, you, my friend, will have a business that's profitable and enjoyable. And like I said earlier on, all of those feelings that you might be having right now are valid. Digital marketing is tiring. You're dealing with people. You're dealing with communities. You're dealing with creating content to a machine or an infrastructure, which so happens to be the internet, that constantly wants fresh and new content, and whatever we create only has so much of a lifespan. So I'm here to tell you that whatever you're going to be doing, I want you to make sure that you engage with that work so that it becomes a lifelong project and you actually create something that is meaningful. Because right now you're probably cold calling potential clients and they're hanging up in your face. You know why? Because they don't know who you are. You haven't engaged them. You haven't educated them, and they have nothing to reciprocate that 2 seconds or 3 seconds that you're calling them, in order for you to sell products or services to them. And you're probably sending out hundreds of emails without even getting as much as, hey, thank you so much for reaching out. It's quite funny. We send out, obviously, yes, as a digital agency, cold emails. And I can show you, if you show up at my place or if you've received any of the emails that we send out, so many people respond back saying, oh my God, thank you. I was actually thinking about this. You must have been, reading my mind or something like that. You know why? The messages that we send are usually timely because we've taken the time to identify our target market, we've clarified our message, and we've determined how we're going to be reaching out to people and at what stage we reach out to people from. If you're just going to be spraying and praying with your content marketing, with your digital marketing, and everything else that comes along with it, that's why it actually doesn't resonate with the people that you are trying to reach out to, and you find yourself wasting thousands of dollars on ad spend without even generating any qualified leads. And I know it actually start feeling like nobody wants to buy what you're selling, but that's not it. Have you told your story? Have you connected with the clients who genuinely want to work with you? And have you actually asked them why they keep coming back for more, so that you can do that for all the other ones that are coming through from you? I bet you haven't done any of that. And you know why? Because everyone doesn't do it. And that's why you have a unique opportunity in the marketplace to really create for and relate to the audience that you're going to be demanding money off of. And then you might be saying, wait a minute, my competition is out there on social media, my competition is out there on Google. What do you mean everyone is not doing it? I work with a lot of businesses behind the scenes, and none of that stuff is happening. You know why? Because everybody's always looking to cut corners. But if you really genuinely go out and tell your story and improve your SEO and actually solidify your brand, you, my friend, will have not only market share, because market share is what we were taught, but you actually get wallet share. And wallet share is when you have customers coming back for more, customers that pay, stay, and refer. And wouldn't that be nice? And now you might be questioning, wait a minute, Prosper, what do you mean everyone doesn't do it? You know why? Because people are scared. People are scared to actually engage with real customers out there. People are afraid because they haven't actually educated the audience on what to want. They just react on what the customers then say and put out content against that. You know what I mean? Everyone is organized to resist change. Nobody wants change. If something is working, why break it? They don't understand that even a soft innovation of really reaching out to your audience and being there before they need you is not risky at all. You're literally creating a pathway that you want your clients to follow, so that you lead them to where you actually want. And it's actually free to do so, and very important, because if you're not telling people what to do, if you're not putting call to actions in your content, if you're not putting call to actions in your social media because you're afraid you will alienate the people that you want to be demanding money off of, you, my friend, are missing out on a big stake on actually creating for and relating to your audience. A lot of businesses out there, especially coaches and consultants, they don't realize how much, their competitors want them to, actually fail. They don't realize how much their customers want them to win. And guess what they do? They focus on the competitors who want them to fail instead of focusing on the customer who wants you to win. A lot of coaches and consultants out there, they never been sold on actually doing the work that matters. And they've never been taught how to do it well. You know why? Because we've always been told that when you make a mistake at school, you've done, a wrong thing. Whereas in business, each mistake is an opportunity for you to learn what not to do in the future. So this presents for you a huge opportunity, my friend. Sometimes it's hard to imagine that there's still room maybe to innovate within your industry. You might think that all the consulting, all the training, all the information, all the expertise has been given out there, but they haven't heard your voice. You haven't told us your story. You haven't, communicated with us how you got to where you are and what it is that you're going through right now that we might need to avoid in order for us to actually get the results that you give, to your customers. I mean, while it seems like there's a world, the world is actually changing faster and faster, and that everything can be done, that needs to be done has already been done. We haven't seen you yet, have we? We haven't seen your video talking about, your life experience, because, your life story and your experience have great, tremendous value to people that follow you, people that want to learn more about you, and people that want to engage with you. Because not necessarily do they want to know about the coaching that you put out there, but they want to see how you can encourage their own dreams. They want to see how you can confirm whatever suspicions they might be having out there regarding, the subject, matter that you look into. So it turns out there's a huge amount of inertia that's left in every category because you haven't showed up. You haven't told us what you were doing when you were 8 years old, have you? Have we got a content piece right now that shows us the right time when you actually decided this is the business that I'm going to be actually doing, and what was happening in your life at that particular moment, and what were you afraid of? You haven't shown us even the enemies that you had to throw rocks at. So you see now there's so much opportunity for you to show up for the people that are going through what you're going through right now. Every product, every service, every feature, and every benefit is open for improvement. And that's where you need to show up. There's nothing that's finished. Right now, we thought that maybe the taxi industry was finished. Guess what? Uber showed up. And when Uber was there was 3 other companies that were created after that. And now, companies like Avis and Gets, the car hire companies have now bought Teslas. You never know what they want to do. Maybe they want to actually introduce a self-driving component to car hire. So it's never complete. As long as human beings are alive, innovation is always needed. And that's why you need to show up every single day and connect with these people. Ask them the questions that, what are you going through right now that I can create content for? And once you do that, you can now start filling those voids in their lives, and you now become that go-to person who is needed in their day-to-day lives. Because yes, we're focusing on the hot stuff, the big technology, the big media, and all those other things. But have you actually asked what your clients are going through right now? Have you actually engaged with them and asked them, where did they find you before they clicked the link to schedule a call in your calendar? I don't think we're doing enough. You know what I mean? We're just focusing on things that are on the surface, but we're not actually taking our clients out to lunch and knowing what it is that they do on the weekend, where we can actually, help them make sense of the world around them. All industries are waiting for somebody to take initiative. You know what? Because your competition is petrified. They're just looking at the surface stuff. They're rooted in their own seats, especially in fear, because they think they're leading the pack right now. And you have a tremendous advantage. You know why? Because I know you're hungry, my Internet Explorer. You can create all these soft innovations which will make everything that you're doing cheaper, better, faster, especially when it comes to connecting with your audience. So you might be asking, what can I do alongside my content marketing? What can I do alongside my digital marketing in order for me to get faster results? I say do the exact opposite of what your competitors are doing. Because you know what? Digital marketing is amazing for a lot of reasons, especially if you're a coach and a consultant. You know why? Because it gives you an opportunity to actually learn what your customers are going through and create content for them, which they're going to be searching in the future. I always repeat this statement. You know why people come to the internet? People come to the internet because they want to learn something, they want to be educated, they want to buy something, or they want to engage with other communities that represent who they are. So it's especially useful for you as a coach, a consultant, because you're dealing with people's health, you're dealing with people's wealth, you're dealing with people's relationships, and all those things affect them on a daily basis. And most of the time, it keeps them up at night, which makes it super easy for you to engage with people, because we want sleep. People just want peace of mind. And what are you doing in order to give them that? Because if you want to build an honest brand, with maybe content out there, you need to show up for the people, because who are they asking, how to get rid of whatever ailments they might be going through? If they're not coming to you through your content or your blogs, your videos, your podcasts, then who are they asking? Whoever they're asking is the person that's, taking your lunch money right now. So building an honest brand with bold content marketing strategies actually helps you solidify who you are. Because if you're out there creating and actually showing people how you can help them by actually helping them, guess what? They will want more from you, and you can actually be there every step of the way, throughout their whole journey, and you can literally have so much wallet share from that one particular person instead of trying to get a whole market share. That is going to be difficult for you to turn people that don't even know who you are right now. So if you start creating content, that actually helps you solidify your brand, you are now clear on who you serve and the You're also clear on the incredible value that you have to offer, so that when somebody shows up on your door and they're not the right kind of person with the right kind of pain, you can literally tell them where to go. I mean, literally tell them where to go. So whether it's through your blog, whether it's through your podcast or your video, or maybe you're writing ebooks, or maybe you're building email marketing funnels, or whatever way, or you're engaging with prospects on social media, with your content, you ought to be solving people's problems. Because if you're not helping people, what else would they need from you? If you're not making somebody else's life better, what would they require from you? And that's why it makes it difficult for you to continue with your marketing, because you're not telling your story. You live every day, right? Each and every day that you're alive, each and every hour that you're alive is a content piece. What you're going through right now in life. What are you embarrassed with? What are we struggling with? What are you actually going through? And what are you doing about it? That is content in and of itself. You know, there's a story that always gets told about how if you help a kid to tie their shoelaces, for you, that's a 2-second, explanation of how to do that. But for somebody else, that's a lifelong lesson. What tools are you using in your marketing? What tools are you using, for your website? How are you engaging with your teams and everything? All of that, that's an opportunity for you to create for and relate to the audience that might not know how to do all of those things. And you start connecting with them at different levels. Because you need to connect with clients who genuinely want to work with you. And if they know certain aspects about yourself, guess what? They find yet another reason to connect with you. And especially once you've connected with people, immediately add value to their lives. Immediately add value to the lives of your clients with educational content. Because everybody wants to make sense of the world around them. So if you engage them and educate them and provide them with value, you, my friend, will create a business that's profitable and enjoyable. And you also know that we do get paid in direct proportion to the value that we bring to the marketplace. So what are you exchanging that money that you want? What are you exchanging that good life that you're after with? If you're not giving value to the people that will then afford you that lifestyle that you're looking for. So like I say, tell your story. Each and every moment that you're telling us your story, you're opening up yet another avenue that people can connect you with. You know, if somebody might not relate to the consulting work that you're doing, they might connect with you on the level of maybe the kids that you have. Maybe you've got 2 boys and 2 girls, or whatever number of kids that you have. Somebody will find some human interest in whatever you do, how you treat your kids, how you treat your spouse, how you actually engage with those that are around you. Tells a story about who you are and how people can relate to you on a different other level. All right? So if you're not letting us in on how you solve your own problems, how are we going to know that you're going to be good enough to solve our own problems as well? And while you're doing that, every piece of content that you're putting out there literally improves your SEO. Like if you listen to some of the episodes of the podcast that I put out there, this is episode number 20 of season number 4, by the way. If you look at other episodes before, I explain SEO as meaning simply educating others. Are you educating others on their pain? Are you educating others on the products that you sell? Are you educating others on the solutions that you provide? How are you educating others? We get paid in direct proportion to the value that we bring to the marketplace. If you are not giving value at any given moment, like I'm doing right now, every single day, I set aside an hour to make sure that I'm putting out a podcast, 30 minutes to record the whole thing and 30 minutes to just put it all together and upload it. Every single working day, I make sure that I freeze this time in order for me to claim back on it a little bit later on. I'm investing every single day to make sure that when I claim back on it, my efforts are going to be rewarded. And I'm solidifying my brand every episode out there by answering questions that actually matter for those who actually care. So the questions that I'm answering today is, a client who came to me who says, I've been trying digital marketing for a year now and I don't feel like I'm getting results. Of course, because you're not helping anyone. You're just doing it for yourself. If you take yourself out of the equation and literally do work for other people, you will start noticing results. Because when people don't care what you know, people care that you care about them. And once you start to do that, you solidify your brand. You start building your credibility as a coach, consultant, or small to medium business out there. And that's how you can actually start leveraging all the work that you're putting out there, not necessarily for you, but it's for the people that are actually going to get a benefit from what you're doing. I can imagine as an entrepreneur, marketing is just one aspect of running a successful business. You go from hiring and managing staff, balancing books, driving growth, and all those other things that take, away from you creating for and relating to your audience. And it all feels like it's a constant balancing act where you're pulled in multiple different directions. And I can understand your real goal is just to help your clients. You just want to spend as much time as possible changing people's lives and solving people's problems. But how are you going to do that if you're not leveraging all the aspects of, the day-to-day that you're going through, with your clients? How are you going to leverage that if you're not answering the questions that your clients might actually have? Yes, I know you don't want to waste countless hours each week trying to navigate the whole world of online marketing. But if you do it once, you now create an asset. You now create a body of work that you can leverage for the rest of your life. So as useful as your content marketing is, or as useful as digital marketing is, I in no way think that it's the only marketing solution, all right? And in fact, I think the more you can actually create a cohesive strategy around what you're doing and literally fall in love with the work that you're creating and the results that you give, you, my friend, will be, celebrating with those people that have actually created a business that's profitable and enjoyable. Like I said, I'm glad you're here listening to this podcast, and it's 20 minutes in. Maybe I haven't even said anything, of note, but I know you have a feeling now that, wait a minute, am I doing enough in order to create content and actually connect with the audience that I'm going to be demanding money off of? You know what I do here at Live Long Digital? We help coaches and consultants, with their content marketing, with their digital marketing, with their social media, with their SEO. And at Live Long Digital, you will see that we also practice what we preach. You'll find resources that you need, first of all, to tell your story, to communicate your value. And I've put together a marketing strategy that actually converts people that look at our stuff into paying clients. And why would I sit here and tell you things that are not working, things that we're not actually using? And if I hear somebody saying, "Oh, I'm out of idea. I'm out of ideas on how to put together, content," and that putting content is exhausting, I literally know that this person doesn't care about the actual results that they're trying to get for their clients, because everything that you do matters. The content you put out matters. The website matters. Every step of you connecting with, somebody who you're going to be demanding money off of is important. So if you might start thinking, "Oh, I can't keep putting content out there," maybe you're wasting your time, and you're wasting your clients' time that are going to be expecting to learn from you without them having to figure it out by themselves. And don't get me wrong, the feelings of you being exhausted for creating content and digital marketing, they're valid. Because content creating is tiring. You're literally engaging with yourself and making yourself look vulnerable in front of the people that you need to be an expert in front of. And it can also be time consuming. Although it doesn't have to be if you can outsource it. But there are lots of options out there that you can actually pursue. It really depends if your heart is in it. That's all that matters. Because you never get tired of breathing, right? You never get tired of going to the toilet. You know, how many times do you stand up and go to the toilet throughout the whole day? Do you ever say, "Oh, I'm tired of doing this. Why don't I just do it once and never have to do it all my life?" Let me tell you something, man. Content marketing is a fantastic way to grow your coaching, your consultancy, and to actually deliver value. That's what we're here for. Being of value to the people that we're going to be, working and getting results for. But when you're stuck, none of that matters. Nobody's going to care how long you've been in business for, because we are all hoping that the thing that we did in 1997 is suddenly just going to emerge and show up in front of our audience. Nobody's going to scroll that far away into your social media. None of it matters if you're not showing up every single day. You know? And sometimes I actually think we need to maybe step away from your current strategy and maybe try something new. And then maybe it will get you back into the content groove. Are you actually doing work? Because if you're doing work, that's a content piece in and of itself. There's screenshots that you can take. There's quotes that you can get from your clients. All of that stuff matters. And you know what? I firmly believe that it's possible to shake things up without having to spend a ton of money, a ton of time, and a ton of energy on any given strategy, because you're literally just sharing what you're doing in the first place. Like, I show up on these podcasts every single day. You know why? Because this is what I do. This is what I believe. This is who I am. Now, let's talk about what you need to do just to break out of this marketing rut. I've noticed we're already gone 25 minutes and I haven't maybe given you a tangible, actionable, strategy. But I'm hoping you're getting from what I'm saying that it doesn't necessarily have to be a step-by-step sort of thing that you need to follow. You just need to be yourself, be authentic, and have heart in whatever you're doing so that you are not being drained, so that you're not being overwhelmed with what you have to actually be doing. I believe if you don't have things to say, you're not getting in front of enough people. How many people are you getting in front of every single day in order for you to actually deliver value to them? I mean, if you're feeling stuck when it comes to creating content, it may be time to actually step out of, this whole content creation mode and go into social mode. You'll find people have quotes, people have different ways of explaining what it is that you do. You will find that other people don't even know what you're actually doing, and that's an opportunity for you to go on a mic or go on video and explain to other people how it is you actually help them get results. Figure out where your ideal clients are and do what you need to do in order to get in front of them. This might look like maybe organizing a free seminar, or maybe just going in front of a camera, doing a Facebook Live video, like something, so that you actually engage with real life people that have real life problems or real life inquiries that need your particular service. And if you can't do that, maybe sponsor an event. And, just find out, have people asking you questions. You will definitely start finding content pieces there, or just getting photos of you being taken while you're out there in public. It creates, that need for people to want to know what was actually happening there. Let me tell you something. Just decide what your ideal clients need and find a way to fill that need. That's exactly why we're in business, isn't it? I mean, you may be thinking, people need my services, which is probably true, but your ideal clients needs to start, with the end in mind. They need to know exactly what it is that they're going to get from your coaching, what they're going to get from your consulting, what they're going to get with your information. And maybe you need to actually show them how to notice when they need, how to notice when they have a problem that they might require your services. Because some people don't even know. They are not problem aware, but they are solution aware. So if you work with maybe business owners, round them up, and start asking them questions. You can literally do this. Easy. And if you've got a hobby, I always, dwell on this. Create maybe a Facebook event and start getting local people. Maybe it's beer or wine testing, whiskey drinking like mine, long distance bike riding, whatever it is, fly fishing. Just bring people together, connect with potential clients, and do something that you both love. Guess what? Content will come out of that. Sometimes, just literally be there and have fun doing it, because this is going to be your lifelong, project. This is going to be your lifelong project. Because the point of you creating content is for you to engage with those that you're going to be demanding money off of. And the point of this whole exercises just to break out of your marketing rut. Don't just do marketing for marketing's sake. Don't just create content for content's sake. Have fun with it. Create something that people will miss when it's not there anymore. See, by you getting involved with the audience that you're going to be working with, it's a way that actually goes beyond creating content. You're really igniting the passion that you actually have for working with them. And you'll also be teaching yourself who you exactly want to work with and what they look like, so you can pinpoint them from a mile away. And once you're in front of people, you start jogging the creative side of your brain by actually stretching you to think outside of the box. And I'm telling you, this isn't like a get out of jail free card. You still need to do active work in order to maintain that content marketing presence, because each and every news feed is designed to self-liquidate. So we have to constantly be showing up, for those that need us the most. I mean, the activities that I just showed you in this podcast alone, they just are going to be able to drive people to you in a completely different way. And the content that you then create will cement you as a coach or consultant that people really want to work with. I can't wait to see what you're going to be doing with this information, because I've worked with a lot of coaches and consultants, and we've built strategies for them to actually market themselves, in ways that will actually change the world, because what you do matters. You're helping people with their health, their wealth, and relationships. All of that has real life results for the people that you're going to be working with. Now, who are you to stop other people from enjoying, the results that you can give them? I really want you to create, content, that helps people make sense of the world around them, and get yourself out of this marketing rut of just creating content for content's sake. Just reach out to the people that actually need your help the most, and see the difference that you can actually make with what you're going to be creating. Bye for now.
Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions, let's continue the conversation in the Live Long Digital community. Become a Live Long Digital community member today. This community is for ambitious entrepreneurs and small business owners with the drive to take control of the future of their businesses and achieve huge success without stress and overwhelm. As you heard, Prosper can help you by teaching you marketing strategies that work. So look no further than the Live Long Digital community of entrepreneurs and highly successful business owners. Join our community today. Find us on www.community.livelongdigital.com.au. Network with other driven entrepreneurs and find the expert guidance you need to take your business to the next level. www.community.livelongdigital.com.au